Morning guys, hope you are all well. Hope everyone's had a good Friday night watching the England versus Scotland game. I missed it, but I heard it wasn't all that anyway. Nevertheless, Saturday morning I'm on my way to fix a Viessman. First time working on one, so it should be interesting. I've got to change the flow and return hoses on them, so the main heat exchanger's got to come out, change the hoses and then put it all back together. So yeah, it should be an interesting one. Hope you enjoy the video. Here we go, got ourselves a Viessman, Vitodens 100W. Got to be changing the flow and return hoses. Got them here. So we're going to start stripping it down, take the main heat exchanger out, have a look at the electrodes as well. I've got a set of new electrodes in the bag. And then yeah, we'll get all that changed out and see how bad the pipes are inside. Right, so burner's out. This boiler could do with a bit of a clean. It's not in too bad a condition. I think it's only about 5 years old or so. Now we've got 1, 2, don't know if you can see, three bolts holding the main heat exchanger in. Obviously undo all these connections, undo the flow and return hoses from the block, undo the screw for the turret at the top, and then we should be able to get the whole main heat exchanger out. Right, undone the flow and return hoses. Don't know if you can hear that. Very crunchy. We'll see how bad they are. We'll cut them open. But now, just got to undo the bolts, undone the turret at the top, so now we've got a bit of space in there. Once we've done those, that should just hold. I think it should just pull out. Okay, here we go. Main heat exchanger's out. Pop it out there. There's a bit of residual water coming out. And you can see, obviously the flow goes on at the top, but the return is there at the back. So not a great position for it. And that is heavy as well. Right, so this is just a flow hose. Now just listen to this. Let's see. That's gonna bring out, I mean, depending on how much crap is in there, it might not actually come out. It might just be, yeah, look at all that. Now imagine all that is gonna be going into a plate heat exchanger, into a central heating system. It's not good. So yeah, that's why we changed them over. It's a common fault in Viessmans. It's a design flaw, I'd say. Why not make them copper? But there we go. So yeah. Right, so here's the return hose going at the back of the main heat exchanger. Undo the clip and there we go. Right, so just need to remember the orientation of that with the new one. I think it's upside down. It is, yep. Right, so that's the correct way. So that's going to go onto there that way. So I just need to remember that. And again, very crunchy. yeah, not good. Because it's horizontal flue, I could have just taken it off, because what I noticed was, as I was trying to put it back in, the seal got pinched. So yeah, just taking the flue turret off completely. I'm going to reseat that properly and then do it all back up. Right, heat exchanger finally back on. Had to end up undoing the flue. Luckily it's all push fit, so I just swung it around, took the turret off, reseated the seal at the top, otherwise it would mean taking the main heat exchanger out again. Put it all back together, make sure that that's seated properly. 3 bolts are in. Now I'm just going to connect up the return, put the flow hose into there, main burner unit back on. We should be good to go. Right, flow and return hoses are back on. System is pressurized and we have no leaks. So I've just filled it up before I put in the combustion chamber, so just got to make sure there's no leaks, having a bit of tidy up. Make sure that sits at 1.5 bar, and then we'll put the combustion chamber back on and do our 26.9 checks. Alright guys, that Viessman job is done. I just want to thank Parks Plumbing for putting his video up initially. I followed his process on how to change the flow and return hoses, so if you like my content, follow him as well, Parks Plumbing. He puts up a lot of great videos as well. And if you did like the content that I'm posting up, please give the video a thumbs up, give it a like, subscribe, it all helps out. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it, and yeah, I'll be posting up more content soon. Have a good weekend, everyone.